What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Looks like the shit's about to hit the fan in the NFL. Now, breaking news is we got, I don't know how many guys, but there's listed over here, there's about 4 or 5. Let's see, we got NFL players, Richard Dent, Jim McMahon, Jeremy Newberry, Roy Green, J.D. Hill, Keith Van Horn, Ron Stone, and Ron Pritchard. Okay? These are NFL players, and they have all filed suit with the NFL with claims that the league supplied them, with illegally obtained drugs and painkillers throughout their careers. And here's, the big kicker. Now, these guys, obviously most of them aren't playing anymore. Or none of them are playing anymore, what am I saying? But these guys have been around a long time. So back in the day, I guess you would consider it back in the day, these guys are stars. They're idols for some people, and the people that look up to them are the same people that go, steroids are fucking bad, it's cheating, fucking drugs are bad, blah 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 blah. And the whole time, your heroes that you put up on a pedestal of worship were obtaining drugs illegally to keep playing. Okay, even if it's not steroids, it's a performance-enhancing drug by allowing them to perform at a higher level, pain-free. Now, pain is there for a reason. Pain lets you know something's wrong with your body. If you don't listen to it, complications happen, and possibly even fucking death if you're not paying attention to it. So what these guys do is they mask all that pain that allows them to play. And I think it was Jim McMahon who, let me see received hundreds, if not thousands, of injections from doctors and pills from trainers, including but not limited to NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, such as Toradol, Percocet, Novocaine, those Novocaine injections, amphetamines, sleeping pills, and muscle relaxers. So basically, they gave him uppers to get him up, and they gave him muscle relaxers and sleeping pills to bring him down and go to sleep. They gave him all sorts of painkillers before, during, and after the game. So essentially, this guy was hyped up. I don't know if you've ever taken painkillers before, but, not only do you not feel pain, but you have more energy. Interesting, right? So now you're taking a painkiller that makes you not feel pain, you have more energy. You're much more apt to hurt yourself and not even know it. I mean, that's the point of taking them in the first place. We had Jeremy Newberry, hundreds of Toradol injections over the course of his career, and many times 5 or 6 injections of other medications during the course of the game. So, when they go into the locker room for halftime, some of these guys are getting doped up to come back out and play again. Now, we like to talk about guys that are getting caught using steroids, how they are a bad example to the younger kids. Now, these guys just came out, it's in the news. Okay, now technically they were giving this shit by the trainers, and they're mad because the outcome fucked them up later on in life. However, none of these guys came out before and said, you know what, we're not doing the right thing, we're cheating by doing this. None of these guys did that. When they get health complications, then they come out, so they're not pissed off at the fact that, you know what, I shouldn't have done this, I should come out and fucking admit it. No, it's, I'm fucked up now and I want you to pay for it, so now I'll go ahead and fucking let the cat out of the bag. So basically, this goes to prove these gods, these idols, these football gods, who people look up to. And people tell their kids, you should be more like Jim McMahon. He's out there and he works hard. If you work hard, you can be something too. Meanwhile, yes, he works hard, but he's pumping himself full of painkillers to continue to work hard on a whole different level. Now, do you think that your kids should go ahead and use painkillers or uppers or downers or sleeping pills or whatever to be better at, I don't know, school, whatever they're doing? No, I mean, let's be real. That'd be fucking stupid. No, you don't want your kid to be fucking taking drugs to be better at school. I mean, a lot of people do give their kids stuff like Adderall and stuff like that so that they do pay attention better in school. So, and I'll be the first one to say I think a lot of that shit is overprescribed and bullshit. But it's that same mentality. Well, you know what? We want you to do better, so let's go ahead and fucking up the ante and we'll use some kind of drug to get you better. So I don't understand why the harsh stuff on the steroids when this stuff has obviously been going on for years and years and years. And we had the college players, wasn't that long ago. It was like young shit. I can't remember who or where it was, but if you guys may remember, there was college players that were having fucking bad reactions, like heart attacks, due to the fact that they were being given some kind of injectable painkiller. Okay, well, these kids were super fucking young, and the doctor's claim was, well, in healthy young adults, there shouldn't be any issues. But the kids were still, multiple kids had fucking heart attacks from this painkiller that they were injecting these kids so they could play better. And they were like all-stars in the fucking college games. I'm sitting there going, you can bitch and moan all you want about who's doing right and wrong. All this shit is going on behind closed doors under the fucking guise that people are playing by the rules. There are rules in place to keep the bystanders and the people buying the tickets happy and to shut the fuck up. But let's face facts. There are fucking no rules in sports, period. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're playing past the fucking high school level, you're on a college level, collegiate, and you're fucking looking to get to the pros, you are on a whole different level of fucking performance enhancement. Plain and simple. And if you're not making it to the pros. You are not going to the pros unless you're fucking taking something, period. Whether it's a painkiller, a fucking caffeine pill, you're going to take something to accelerate yourself to get to the pros. And that's just how it is. And I think that people need to understand that and accept that fact rather than put people like Jim McMahon on a fucking pedestal. Now he comes out and says he's a fucking dope fiend. Plain and simple, what happened was this guy was all doped up and fucking made to a football guy, and I'm guarantee you they're feeding him painkillers, they fed him tons of fucking steroids to get his body to recover if they want him to not fucking be in pain and play. And now what happens is after he retired, he can't afford to buy the pills. He's hooked on fucking painkillers. Okay, and it says it right in the thing. So we'll go back to the Jim McMahon one. It said, after his career ended, he was no longer able to obtain painkillers from the NFL and was forced to purchase them over the counter. Okay, so he no longer got them from the doctors. He was getting them free from the NFL doctors. And he said that he's purchased them over the counter to satisfy his need for medications. Over the course of that time, he has spent extensive amounts of money on such medications. So basically, if they kept feeding him the medications, he would have kept his mouth shut. Nothing would have been said. But all of a sudden now, I'm hooked on painkillers and I can't get off them for whatever fucking reason. Because you could do it. If I did it, you could do it. Let's give a fucking face facts. You don't want to because it's hard to do and you just don't want to do it. But now that I can't get them, I'm going to have to fucking pay out of my pocket for them. My insurance isn't covering a fucking 100 fucking Percocet a month, and 100 Vicodin a month, and all these other fucking shit. Now I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, and I'm going to fucking sue you on top of it because you guys are feeding me cocktails of shit. That, let's face facts, you put it in your body, you let them put the needle in, it's on you. So here you go, you have these people that have honor and integrity and they're heroes, but yet they pull the wool over everyone's eyes, even your eyes, their fans, until finally they feel like, oh, it's not justified for me to have to spend my money on drugs. So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag and fucking, instead of being like, motherfucker, you were cheating all this time? You were doing those fucking painkillers? Fuck you. Instead, everybody's like, oh, poor you guys. Oh my God, the NFL is so responsible for this. Motherfucker, you guys made the choice to put that shit in your body, plain and simple. Don't fucking go run around blaming it on anybody else. You made the decisions, whatever it was. You could have fucking said no, may have ended your fucking career, but you would have had fucking honor, integrity, and gone on to do something else. Instead, now you're showing that you're not honorable, that you don't have integrity, that you are a fucking liar, and you pulled the wool over everybody's eyes long enough until you felt like it wasn't good enough anymore. Then you let the cat out of the bag. To me, that makes you look like shit. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is the blog where you get caught. It's not a good bicep, but then you piss and moan, and we're out.